Saints Row 4, a game that enchants the player with over-the-top fun, a game with all of my sexual fantasies rolled into one, a game that provokes the most juvenile and immature feelings of merriment that even a hard ass like your dad could enjoy. Yes, Saints Row has grown into a beloved series over the years, and for nearly a decade, the Saints Row fan base has grown with it. But unfortunately, not everything is as perfect and peachy in the Saints Row fandom. There's a growing outcry among the Saints Row fan base that the newer games are unloyal and out of touch with the founding ideology of the older games. And that's simply an absurd accusation. I mean, yes, they have gotten information about their own game's universe wrong before, but that doesn't mean that they've stopped caring. But many people still insist that the older games are better than the new. Well, it's time to take a look at what makes these two games different and match them up head to head to see once and for all which is the superior series, old versus new. Of course, there's numerous differences, so let's start with the core functionality of the games, that is the game's mechanics and engine. Yo, what the fuck? This shit is garbage, yo! The engine in Saints Row 3 and 4 is extremely fluid. None of this 6th gen bullshit we get in Saints Row 2. It's completely unacceptable for the PS3 or 360. So, Saints Row 2 fails. Haha, well, as disappointing as that was, it's time to take a look at another important aspect. That is, of course, the graphics. Yeah, what the fuck is with this screen tearing going on? Why would they put that in the game? To purposely blind the player? Fucking lame. Saints Row 2 fails again. Now let's take a look at the gameplay. As you can see in Saints Row 2, when I press the A button, my character simply jumps. However, in Space Row 4, he flies. Woo! Fuck Saints Row 2. You know, it's like in Toy Story. If you can't fly, you're not superior. Get the fuck out of Andy's house. And now on to a very important subject, the environment of your character, one of the defining features for any open world title. So what the fuck is going on with Saints Row 2? Why does everybody like this? This shit is so overrated. It's so different that it looks bigger than it actually is. So it fools the player into thinking that it's good. One minute I'm stuck on a farm, the next minute I'm in this sushi restaurant. It's way too confusing. And look over here, they actually put skate stoppers on the ledge. What an unnecessary amount of detail! Honestly, I think the art department was overpaid. Saints Row 3 and 4, on the other hand, keep things nice and simple. It's not as asymmetric as Saints Row 2, and the overall monotonous and blocky design of the whole city is rather comforting. I mean, who wouldn't want to play in this run-down Rust Belt industrial city? It's so bland with a mix of realistic and unrealistic tone that it balances itself out wonderfully. It's a map so nice they made us play it twice, and for that I have to say Stillwater, along with Saints Row 2, fails. Open up your wallets because we're gonna talk about the DLC. Whoa. Okay, Saints Row 2 had like what, 3 DLC packs? Saints Row 4? 25. How you like dim apples. And I don't care if Saints Row 2 gave away 60 clothing items away for free. Those were some busted ass clothes. Saints Row 4, on the other hand, look at it shine. It's beautiful. It's mesmerizing. It adds minutes of gameplay. Selling these clothes in bite-sized packs is quicker to make and easier to market. So shut the fuck up. Saints Row 4 wins this round for days, nigga. Saints Row 2 fails. Now, what good is a series without continuity? Let's talk about the story. Yeah, everyone praises Saints Row 2 for having the best story in the series. So-called fans state that the incompetent writers have gotten lazy and now choose the lowest of low-hanging fruit to structure their games. Well, whoever thinks that is a fucking moron. Saints Row 2 storyline was melodramatic and for faggots. Everyone keeps talking about how deep and involved it was, but that's complete horseshit. Time and time again, I hear some butthurt fans say, "How can you not feel emotion at the death of Carlos?" Bitch, I just got done spraying shit on the side of a building and you want me to feel emotion for this character? Fuck you, pussy. For as wacky as this game encourages you to be, it completely destroys their shitty drama. I just turned my character into John Wayne Gacy's nightmare and raped an old woman to death. Now I'm supposed to have this nice touching moment with this character who I've only seen for what, 4 missions? No way, Jose. The stories for Saints Row 3 and 4 actually match the gameplay. So for everyone bitching out there, you can't have it both ways. But Saints Row 4 is too unrealistic. You fight a group of voodoo people, you fucking morons. But I want a serious game. Ugh, if you want a serious game, go buy Sleeping Dogs or Grand Theft Auto 5. Jesus Christ! Saints Row is a household name in the open world genre because it didn't follow that cornball bullshit.
Well, what about Dex?
He left the airport, his plane crashed, there, the end, it's canon now, shut the fuck up.
But they changed the genre!
Saints Row is innovating. If you can't keep up, then you deserve to stay in the past. Fuck you. Out with the old and in with the new. Deep Silver, which is owned by Koch Media, has published a lot of great titles in the past, so Saints Row is a franchise that'll fit right in. As for Volition, they've grown so much over the past few years, but they still have the same core team. Steve Butt-fucking Jarrus, Based Jim Boone, and Scott Phillips. They've been with the series since Saints Row 2, and Steve Jarrus is an established writer who loves the CW. He loves wrestling, so when I'm playing Saints Row, I feel like I'm playing in the mind of Steve Jarrus.
I basically have the taste of a 16-year-old girl.
It's not about us, it's about him. Or them. We're playing a game that is the embodiment of the creators, and if we're not enjoying it, then we might as well masturbate with sandpaper to prevent ourselves from producing retarded offspring. Saints Row 2 was the stepping stone to make their sci-fi wet dreams a reality. So if you're an old fan who can't take the sci-fi 80s cheese drama, then do us all a favor and stop breathing because no one gives a shit about you. But if you have realized the error of your ways and have now accepted Saints Row as the hip, cool, gaming pop culture parody, then I welcome you to the future of Saints Row. Now, Saints Row is pretty much fucking perfect in every way, but if I had to give a few suggestions, here's what they'd be. More meta, more pop culture, more YOLO, more swag, and more dubstep. If you enjoyed this, check out these other cool videos, and if you want to stay connected, follow me on Facebook, like me on Twitter, subscribe to my subreddit, follow my live journal, do me on Tumblr, Chinko with Mixie, fuck me on Google+, roleplay with me on Fur Affinity, visit my GeoCity, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yo, big ups to my girlfriend, Coca-Cola Chan.